have
Hey
some water,
guys,
and I'm
welcome
coming
to
back
the
ready to play.
stream. We came back. We're about to run some Apex. It's me, John, and only one flip flip.
Yes, sir.
They kicked
And
me out the group, but I'm really Beyonce, and they really all Michelle's and Kelly's. But
you're doing fine
it
solely,
is what it
love.
is.
Anyways,
It is what it is.
tonight for the second conversation we're going to be discussing gender roles and how they are viewed by um in a social system as a social construct. So let's touch on some things. Mo, earlier we were talking about whose son?
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade's.
Dwayne Wade's son. So I mean, I get a gist of the situation, but I don't know enough to confidently talk about it because I don't want to leave out anything important. So what is going on with him? Would somebody like to?
Okay, so it first started off as when they was taking like a family portrait or whatever. He had nails on, and everyone was like, "Oh, why is your son wearing nails?" Yada yada yada. And he's coming. He was like, he feels comfortable wearing nails. We love our son regardless, so we're letting him express himself as how he see fits.
Mm-hmm.
Then later on, he comes out and says that his son wants to be called Zaya,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot of homophobic people, because it's like when it comes to that, it comes with transitioning or whatever. But Dwayne and Gabby, they're really supportive of their kids. Even his brother is supportive of him. Like they don't care, because it doesn't mean that they love him any less.
Right. And so he wants to be, excuse me, she wants to be referred to as Zaya. She identifies with being like a girl because she's young. She's not a woman.
Where's John?
And he's selling right now.
He is not. All right,
See, if you would have had Beyonce in there.
We probably would have got killed quicker. I'm just playing.
Bitch, fuck you. Because first game on me, Mo and Chris got a dub.
Alright,
so Mo, she wants to be referred to as a girl, and she wants to be change her name. This is Nat, which is 100% okay. And we have Mo here, who does not feel comfortable calling her a her, because she in fact
Just change
is.
the pronoun.
But why is that, Mo?
guys, the stream says hello, since Mo's taking like forever in the day to answer.
Okay.
Hey, stream.
Hey, stream.
What was Angel?
Hey, friend.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, fuck you.
Oh man.
That's a
Should've stuck with stream. John, are you serious right now, bro? Get off the phone.
They was waiting to jump me.
Oh,
Wait,
here's
Monty, don't.
more of them? Yeah.
She said this
My
one.
God, fuck around.
Wait, I'm coming, Monty. Let's roll out on these hoes. Just like this. Can I use it yet? I can't use my finisher. I'm
Hello,
scared.
Mo.
Well,
Alright,
Mo?
since you're not gonna answer.
okay, so
I
I'll
shall
just,
talk.
I'll just,
With her being,
they're right here.
I feel like people honestly should not have a say, because that has nothing to do with them, in my opinion. And like, and people are, look, I read the comments, just because I can. Well, they lit me up.
We were out of there. Dip.
They're on the in the other building. One
Dip.
doesn't have shield. I can't.
Dip.
Yep. But anyways, like,
I don't have any
I'll
line
read the
range
comments or whatever, and they'll be talking about how Dwayne Wade felt as a father and this, that, and the third. And I feel like
Fuck, I can't do nothing.
that shouldn't.
If
like,
anything, he succeeded as a father, because he let his child know that he was comfortable enough to come to him and express how he feels and open up to him at such a young age.
Right.
Exactly, and it's like, for people to say just because, like, who said that?
No.
Chris.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
You can answer Evan's question now.
yeah, I was like, why do you not feel comfortable calling, Zaya a her?
Using the proper pronouns.
I just feel like you can be as you please, but don't negate the fact that you were
I'm
born
a
this way.
level 100. Oh,
Okay,
see,
but then that
no,
goes
wait,
to
wait,
from
Kaya,
to
nope.
Caitlyn.
No, let's back all the way up because that's where you get gender confused with sex. Let's talk about it. Gender is a social construct, meaning just like race, it can be broken down and rebuilt and giving a whole new meaning and whatnot. And then, sex is something you cannot change as far as if aside from undergoing the knife. Sex is what you're physically, biologically born with, and that is determined before you were born. Then gender is something you have the whole entire right to choose. Virginity is a social construct. Gender is a social construct.
But wouldn't
Race is a
gender
social
be?
construct. But no,
Wouldn't your
listen.
only choice for gender be what you were born as, and if you decide to
That's
go as
no, because that's
non-binary?
gender, and then that is sex. Sex is male or female. There's only two sexes. He can choose to be male or female, but when it comes down to gender and identified as a plethora of things, that is something completely different from sex. If you're choosing, and then regardless of, and then aside from that, regardless of if you agree with something, you accept it. Respecting it does not mean you're okay with it. It does not mean that you abide by it, you follow it, you support it. But at least you have to respect it because regardless, when you take away everything, we're both humans and we all deserve respect. But when you're talking about gender and sex, gender itself is a social construct, like the same as race is. So it can be all broken down, and we could lose the meaning of it as what it is today, and rebuild it and make it something entirely different. And that is what our
Okay, now,
society as a
now
whole
I
will
got another
follow.
question. How is race? How would race be a social construct if race
Because
plays into just as simply as who you are?
Well, no,
Race is
because people don't know what race is. Race is how you view people. You cannot choose your own race. I am racially ambiguous because you can look at me and say, "Oh, Evan's like mixed. He's Spanish. He's Filipino. Oh, he's black and white."
But
I'm
that's people
racially
trying to assume your race.
right, and no, but that's what race is. You don't have.
Son of a
It's not
stupid
your.
bastard.
It's
Who's
not.
Prince?
You're necessarily like because race is what other people view you as. It's not something that you choose. I mean, of course, you can look at them and say, I racially identify, me personally, I racially identify as being like mixed, but I am black as far as like culture wise goes. So, um, it's what you look like, it's what your phenotype is, it's what your physical characteristics are. So, when you're talking about race, it's like, John is like, well, no, I'm using Kaya. Kaya is clearly a black woman to me. Like she looks She looks like she's some form of the African diaspora that is spread amongst America or whatever. So it's not something you choose. Like when someone looks at you, Mo, and they look at you and they guess off your phenotypes and your physical features and your characteristics, that's what determines your race. And the same thing goes for gender and virginity and all that other stuff. So, like, aside from all that, like gender is not the same as sex. You can change your sex too. There's surgery for that. And then gender is something you choose to identify as. And then there's
I
like
just feel like with him, there's okay. If you decide that first of all, when you're born, you are not decided. Like you don't have to be. However, you can decide that. I'm not
yeah,
arguing with that. So like, what's the name he wants to go by now?
Zaya.
Zaya,
Zaya. So
Hmm.
like
I
that,
think so.
that's no problem. But then I feel like people tend to me, I just feel like that's when you start to say that you are or you weren't born a male or you don't wish to identify as male anymore. I feel like that's when you begin to me, I would just think of that's a part of yourself. Like,
But there, um, I can't remember what the actual word is, but there are people that feel as though that they should, in their spirit, in their soul, they should be something else that than what they are on the outside of their
but I
Because
feel
appearance.
like that's the problem with, I don't want to say with the gay people or the gay society, but it's like, I don't feel like you should have been born any other way. If you came out as a male who determines that you're more feminine and you like other men, that's what makes you who you are. If you say, well, I should have been born, a woman, there's a whole bunch of uncontrollable facts to go along with that. When in fact you could just admit that I was born a male. I chose not to identify as male. Then I chose to go as no, what is it, non-binary?
hmm
So it's like I chose to go non-binary, or have my time under the knife, and I went through the transformation and to become a female. But I feel like a lot of people lose the fact that like I want to be. I want to be a woman, and I don't want to be a man. This isn't me. Well, yes, it is. It's a part of you.
But
Yeah,
Well,
but
no,
that's
still,
it's
also
but
like
no,
they're
when
well,
still trying to
no,
figure out who they are
yeah,
at
and
the
Y'all
not
same
move
in,
this way.
time.
Short circle.
no, and not only that, Mo, it's
But to
not,
figure out who you are, you have to
but,
know,
but, essentially, what the
you know,
fuck? Who am I getting hit by?
where, like,
Fuck,
just how
I'm
people
getting
say, like,
jumped.
to know who you are, you have to know where you come from
Oh
first.
my god.
yeah, but it's
Well,
also like
no,
this. Like when you was younger, you've always been comfortable in your own skin. Have you always wanted to be like you love being black always?
Well, black was, yeah,
Right,
but it was
But
debate though.
but I'm just saying because there's a lot of people that do not like they don't like how
I
dark they
agree.
are. They don't like how their hair is kinky. It's stuff like that.
But
But
I feel
you
like
soon grow.
that's where those social constructs he was talking about earlier come in, because those are all things that are fed into your mind at an early age. That when you
damn.
get somebody who's sad
Dang,
about how they
who's
look, whether
in the back?
they know a lot of people who are dark skinned and they're light skinned, so they decide to talk about you because not only are you dark skinned, but you're a dark skin who maybe isn't a part of their group. So then they decide to pick on
No,
you.
but
Okay, so
that could
wait,
just
no,
But I
come
I'm
feel
gonna
like
have
from
to,
as a
I want,
child,
I
your
want to take
parents
a
should
step
instill into
back.
you that
I want
yes,
to take a
this is
step
how you
back.
came, and this is a part of you. Nobody should be able to take what a part of you away from you.
I know, but you saying that, you telling them like that is a part of you is taking something that they feel as if not because I'm not going to tell you how to identify yourself, and that's essentially what you're doing. You're saying like you can't change that part or take that away
No,
when in
I'm not
fact,
saying you can't change
well,
it. I'm
but
just
no, in
saying
fact
don't
they can.
forget
I mean
that.
I mean if we're going off of like literally what you said, it's like you can't tell someone how to identify with. There's no pick and pull. You can't choose what you want. You can't choose what you want to accept out of a person. You can't say, "Oh, I'll accept your name change. I'll accept the fact that you wear your hair a different way, or you wear nails, or you're more feminine than the general standard of a male is." But I will not agree with calling you a woman or whatever. You can't do that. You got to accept them as a whole and who they are because it's not right to only accept certain aspects of them because if you can't accept that person as who they are and their true selves fully, then you can't fuck with that person, period. And then another thing is like when it comes down to like again like your sex, like that is a part of them, not like that is part of them, and that is part of me, that is me who I am, and that's what I just identify with. And if you can't accept that, then that's something that I'm not going to argue with you over, or that you don't have to accept. You don't have to accept it, but you at least have to respect it. And you shouldn't have, I mean, I'm not saying you do, but for people who do have something to say about those who choose to be transgender and to transition and all that, it literally is none of your business. So you should never have anything to say about it unless it's something positive. So, like, they're going to identify how they want to. They're going, and we have to accept that. And they have every right and every statistically impossible way to choose to identify in whatever way possible, in whatever way that is. I feel like everyone in here is normally like cisgender, meaning you're I'm a boy and I assume the gender identity that standard male would. I'm a boy and I believe I'm a boy. I'm more feminine, but yeah. Then there's like non cisgender where you're like a tomboy, like but you're a girl, but you don't identify with the gender role that is associated with being like your stereotypical girl and stuff. But like saying like it's just like so like politically incorrect for you to not accept or at least respect the fact that someone wants to be called like a she or a he or identify as like a woman or a man when that wasn't aligned to their sex when they were like
But
born.
it's also it's a step process. It's like once you when someone start using your proper pronouns and whatever, it uh like it's a step process. Like you're gonna start with the name change, start with the pronouns. Then as you get older, then you're gonna start doing the other stuff, taking the hormonals and the
It's better if you start
estrogens and
younger. I
all
feel
that
like
stuff.
it's all like a process period. Like before, I know before you can even
One thing I do want to say is that I'm not saying that I would not love my child if this was something I would go through. I would be scared if this happened to me just because I don't want I don't want to say I have a selfish mindset, but I don't want my mindset of not completely understanding it
Mhm.
to come off to them as like I'm one of them parents who are
Oh
like,
yeah, they
you're
don't
not,
accept it. And,
right. I don't want to
yeah.
be that person where, with my, of course, me not going through what Zaya, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me not going through the mindset. Okay, first of all, nobody's gonna know exactly what Zaya is going through because they're not in Zaya's mind. So my fear would be like if I was to have kids who are, let's say, going through a similar or
I gotta mute Cameron.
determined to the fact that this is what I want, there's nothing gonna change that. But I don't want because I'm gonna ask questions if it happens,
Yeah.
and it's like I don't. If you know, sometimes if you ask those questions, it might come off as you being at all put together disrespectful towards it, pretty much. And I don't want my lack of understanding to come off as that, which is why
Yeah,
I
and
Well,
then
then
say
that
that's
just has to come with your relationship with your child.
no,
Then
not only
you
that,
have.
when it comes to topics like this, the power of language isn't as our side. We don't have the language to be able to discuss and have these conversations without overstepping boundaries or being correct in and out.
well, go ahead, cut them off.
Bitch, what the fuck is good, ho? Bitch, what the fuck you had on you, ho? Um, yeah. So I've got totally fucked over. What was I talking? Um,
I don't know because Chris still talking, and I have yet to figure out what he was talking about.
I muted him because I didn't know if they were talking about what.
Chris was basically talking about how if his child came out or
Oh,
whatever,
I didn't know they were engaged in the conversation. I'll unmute him. Sorry.
know anything about that.
No, if my
But
child
that's why I
came out as
said it has to come
if
with
my child came
relationship.
out as trans, that's the only one I wouldn't understand. If my child come out gay, and my son could want to dress up in
My
girls' clothes,
kids
they
can
gonna
come out
question that.
barking and climbing trees. I don't care. They're my kids, but
Damn right.
I want
But
to
the
understand
trans part is the only
why
thing I
they
would
do
truly
that.
question a little bit. Like that's the only thing I still personally don't
Then that
understand it, but
just
I ain't finna be like judging. Cause no cap, what's that one person name? Laverne Cox. Ooh, that's a fine ass
Who?
tranny. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all.
tranny is a defensive word, Chris. You don't use tranny.
Fine ass trans person. I don't know what the
Yeah, there
fuck.
you
Oh
go.
my god.
You know what the fuck I
But
mean.
yeah,
But anyway,
what I was saying was like that's just it. That where it comes in as your part as the adult of the in the situation and as a um and as like a
Excuse me.
productive thinker, you have to work towards educating yourself of the ignorance that is associated with not knowing and everything, because being ignorant is nothing to be ashamed of. It's not something that people should be looked down on. It's 100, it's natural, it
It's
occurs.
what I
You
feel
have to
like
learn about it,
you
but
should be afraid of is being ignorant and not willing to
yeah,
change your
or
ignorance.
ignorant and so confident in what you've not
If
looked
you're
into.
ignorant and you're okay, like one thing that people don't understand is ignorant is not people who are disrespectful. People ignorant is people who don't know or don't know enough, and then
Right
like
here, I
to
mean,
this, I'm ignorant to that point. But then there are some people who take ignorance to a step further and become ignorant and unwilling to learn and unwilling to change. If you're not willing to learn and grow with said topic, then that's something totally. Oh shoot! There, ever get him? Okay, there go one.
there's another one on me.
I'm coming, friend.
Damn, I lost my train of thought when I saw Evan shooting at people.
Yes, sir. I'm going dumb. Let's get it. I didn't loot my ammo up there though, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't.
Dang, I just got here. It's okay.
You good, friend?
But yeah, it all just depends. Like, certain people they think certain things. And it's like, if I was like, I wouldn't say in Dwayne
If I
Wade's
was a boy,
situation, but like, in his situation type thing, I don't feel like I feel like I would do the same thing, or at least try to.
Be as
Like,
accepting as
like
possible or
his
something.
family are like the best I've ever seen because
there's
even his
nothing wrong.
brothers
Exactly.
were like
Like,
nothing changed.
Yeah, and
His Gabrielle, she was already, the one who was helping him, and then I didn't think Dwayne was gonna be like a bad person, but I did think it was gonna take Dwayne a little while because especially when
He
you're dealing with parents who come from that older generation of stop, don't do that, that's gay, boys don't act like that. So it was like it's different, and I feel like that's why it's bad for me because it's like I had a whole lot of old heads around me, so I got that don't walk like that. That's that's gay.
Yeah.
Walk like a man. Stuff like that. And there's still shit like that now. Like when I took my cousin to my barber is an older Jamaican dude, and when was talking to my little cousin to get in the seat, he did that little attitude thing where he throw his arms around or whatever, and he started like talking about don't do that, you boy, no sissy, and stuff like that. So it's like that older generation is where it gets bad, and I was really surprised when Dwayne was first of all willing to post it not only on because the son posted it on his Instagram platform on his Instagram page, but then Gabrielle posted it on hers, and then Dwayne came and posted it on his.
Yeah, and
That was
I
a whole.
like how they posted and didn't feel like it was
oh
something
my
to
god.
address and
D-Wade,
doing
D-Wade a
I
good ass
gotta,
person, man.
He
I
said
gotta.
it
and
On top
himself
of
that he
everything.
doesn't completely understand. Like he's still trying to process it, but he's not being closed-minded about the issue. Yeah, it's going to take him time to like fully like understand, but it's not like he's not trying to understand, which is why he's comfortable with coming out to the public about his family, why
yeah.
he's trying to be a part of the community and getting a better understanding. That's why I was going back to saying that the relationship that you have with your
He
child,
took him to
if
Pride Fest, and Pride Fest is
like
a
if you
dangerous
doesn't
place. Deep.
if your child does not feel comfortable enough to tell you and talk to you about stuff like this, then you can't have a possible understanding as to how they will feel and how and why they wouldn't tell you these things. Like if they don't feel as if they're comfortable enough to tell you and they have that trust in you, they're not gonna tell you. They're gonna do stuff behind your back. You're gonna find out one way or another. You're gonna end up finding out on the internet, or you see what I'm saying? So like if you don't have that foundation with your child, you're not gonna know. And if you're not trying to openly understand what your child is going through, then you're not gonna know.
Right, and the thing that I liked or admired about that whole thing, he didn't make it like taboo. He normalized it.
Mm.
Let's.
But they was like for real parents because he took him to Pride Fest, and
He
some
was
gay
lit as
people I
fuck.
know said Pride Fest is a scary place
Fuck,
for
he
gay
lasered my ass. Fuck him, he lit.
people. Did he
He lit.
not?
It is because it's
Okay,
you're
Monty just picked me up.
with
Monty just picked me up.
nothing but
Hold
around
on,
your
where's John?
community,
He's right here. He's right here.
and
He's right
there's a
here.
lot of
Lifeline on
people
me.
that don't understand and that
Whoa,
does
I don't
not
know
they,
what gun I
they
There's
have.
don't
hella
like
people on
change.
us.
That's literally what it is. They don't like change. They don't like not knowing the unknown.
Uh,
Oh,
Bonnie, how
So
long is
Texas.
this
so yes,
GTA?
it is a scary place
You said how long
because
yeah.
is what?
anything could happen.
GTA. No, they said it was scary just because of how wild they are.
I
Like
had to
just
pause it.
picture a like how Rolling Loud gets. First of all, is there's they naked all over the place. There's actual people who are drunk and having sexual intercourse in public, out in the public and shit.
This shit's so trifling. I will
Yeah.
say, my brother's been to like Pride New York and everything, and I like seen the videos on Instagram. Like, I don't know. I feel like festivals and as a whole, the Mitch is just nasty, but that's not what we're talking about. I don't know if I said it, and I feel like I kept trying to say it, but I kept stopping. The way he normalized it, in a sense, so he posted it, he didn't post it and say like, oh, I my son's, and felt the need to explain it because it literally is something as normal as something we all go through as humans and everything, and it occurs more than we actually know. It's just because we haven't created a comfortable environment and playing field for people to properly express themselves. So I commend him on his way, and Gabriella's about their way of letting, not even letting the public know, but just posting a picture and then them finding out, because it's normal.
Yeah,
And
because when they spent Christmas in Hawaii, boy, they was taking what was they making TikToks and going dumb out there.
yeah, which I feel like it's really nice, and I commend anyone who do it. Like we had this, my mom's friend, his name was Peaches, and he was gay as can be. He was He was,
Hey, Peaches.
and I feel like every gay man name is Peaches. I no tea, no shade. Like just keeping it a buck. I feel like everybody trying to call themselves Peaches. Um, but he was the coolest, like most down to earth person I could ever meet. And when I tell you, gay people can scrap. Gay people can scrap. Like we took this nigga fighting and like he's like very feminine and he legit squared up with this big ass nigga and beat the fuck out of him, like
But
crazy.
then again, some people like if when it comes down to that, like say a straight male is they're just picking on someone who's super feminine. They fail to realize that
They've got that
at the end of the
literally.
day, that's still a male. Like
Yeah, and then not only that, it's like I like personally speaking, I feel like over a general standard, like gay, more importantly, gay men can fight better than like your everyday guy. Like for me personally, like people always assuming or and just because how feminine I've always been and how much people have like talked about me and like picked on me,
To me, the thing is
I'm
like,
not going to
no
be
matter,
bitched. So I had to like
yeah, it's
stand up for
like
myself
no
and fight
matter
more.
what you are or like whether you're feminine or masculine, that has nothing to do with where you come from, how you were raised, nothing.
Oh yes,
All
and
that
then
is
where you
how
come
you
from and
view
how you and
yourself.
where you come from don't mean you shit either because Makai, you
I
remember
hate when
that
people be like, "I'm
I'm
Yeah,
from New
from
because
New
York."
York.
What
nobody,
does
Lit
that have
nobody
to do
Shamani,
with
grew up in
literally what
me?
Chicago.
on me, like literally, what does that have to do
Like,
with anything? Like Makai, there was this bitch at Stomach Middle School. She was convinced because she was from New York that this bitch was a banger. I was like, I will legit wear your ass out and not give a fuck. Like, and I put that on everything I love. Like, not where you are from does not make you hard. Surviving in your standards and where your upbringing is what makes somebody hard. And it ain't nothing cool or particularly like better about being hard. Like if you grew up like not having to fight or in a good, that ain't shit. More power to you. Like if you didn't have to go through having shit we had to go through, more power to you. It's no. I would never knock somebody for not having to fight or
Yes,
not being in.
sir. We purple.
John,
And
you're a
then it's
sweat.
like, what is it? Like
I said
recently,
the
I
Black
just stopped
Mountains.
claiming like Chicago. When people ask where I'm from, I stopped claiming it because of this facade that it has on it now. Because so many people who may or may not be, there's a lot who aren't
Oh
even from
fuck!
or have any family that are in Chicago who will say that's where they're from
Help me, y'all!
just because of the simple
what is happening?
They're jumping me.
Like
I don't
that
know.
people from Chicago fighting shit.
yeah, like they'll say that, but they won't even like if you ask them anywhere in Chicago, they'll just say common places that shall stuff that shall not be named will happen. Like they'll go, I'm from Chirac and all of this and rada rada rada, and we used to bang and
Damn, look at he laid up against that wall.
and it's
Yeah,
just
you got
like
fucked up.
now it's like people who are really from there can't even link with
Right here.
people who they might have become friends with because now it's like
I'm healing.
I need
I don't
ammo
know
bad, bro.
if this nigga lying or not.
Got him knocked.
So I just don't like that. Kai, what you doing?
Good shit, John.
Good, me neither. I just don't want to be doing nothing. You doing
Fuck
something.
John.
Who is it? Where is he?
I'm working,
Right here.
bitch.
I don't have no
Somebody
heals.
behind. There's somebody behind. Somebody behind.
Fuck.
Alright, Shimani, push back.
Fuck. I can't.
Fuck, they're
John, you gonna
everywhere.
stop calling my name.
He want a
Because of
piece
Evan.
of your love.
Oh my god, they're sniping me too.
No.
Shit.
Who want a
How the
piece
fuck did
of
that hit me?
Today is
AWOL?
not my day on these type of games.
Y'all want to move to GTA or y'all want to move to
Not everybody has it.
My GTA is still downloading.
Come on, hurry up and heal it, dog.
I'm hiding the shitter.
I'm scared. But yeah, so John coming up behind you.
And then you got somebody in the chat, Tony Mathis. Hey,
Bitch, give me your shield. Yes, sir. John on me.
let's knock them out.
Good shit, John.
Oh, hello.
Even
Welcome to
cover
the
my
stream.
dinner.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yes, we will. Friend, I got you.
Alright, what's the move, shorty?
You got any shield
Oh.
gens? I need one bad.
I have one in my thing.
Fuck.
What you trying to do, Mo?
I still need to do my depressing ass heist.
Okay, we can do that.
But what else?
Or we can do that, doesn't matter.
There's
I
people
already opened up
that
GTA.
like
Depressing heist it is.
not depressing honey.
Oh, it's depressing. Oh yeah, I'm eating ice by the way, sorry.
Where the fuck is it? It's up there.
I
What
think
the
I'm gonna
hell?
walk to the corner
There's somebody
store
around me.
tomorrow.
I'm John. I'm going to get her.
I need some candy. I need some now laters. My face is breaking out, and I know what that means, and I'm really sad. But it is.
What does it mean?
Period.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Fuck, Shmani, you better dip. Move your
I know that.
ass. I did not realize that was like that.
Oh my
Man, I
god.
used to think that nasty town was just one problem. It that got a lot.
Go this way, y'all.
Come on.
There's people down here somewhere.
Oh, and my granddaddy.
Monty, run, bitch.
I'm trying. I just got off the goddamn.
I'm working, bitch.
I was just finna sing it.
It's all Shimani's fault.
I was my
Damn
fault.
I have no
TikToker.
heavy ammo.
Oh, I got some for you. Well, that's not a second
When we get
weapon.
up
Wait on it, bitch.
there.
Can you go
have
have a
four.
TikTok?
Legit, I have 4.
Excuse me, coming Friday. You know what that means? It's my bedtime.
Bangalore, don't do this to me now, but
Hop, take this. Oh, don't take it.
how far is this thing? I'm definitely not gonna make it.
I can use it to get ahead, but like, I don't need to. But we're going to have to go. Oh, there's people in front of us.
I'm
Oh, shit.
definitely dead.
Thank you for playing GTA. You're born to 1,000.
Just get her.
Between February 6th and 11. Thank you for your stay tuned. You are welcome to updates.
Avenge me.
Bitch.
Don't avenge me, but like, I mean, like, win the game.
You got 2 million again?
No, I got a 2 million.
Oh.
Oh.
I didn't get 2 million.
No. I'm about to say, what the hell?
Oh my god, I hate this dumbass map.
I'm like, all I need is like 2 more. So I can go deluxe though. Cause I didn't do the Doomsday heist.
Damn. I need heavy rounds.
Mine's a storm.
That's what me and John are currently doing.
What do I need for the Doomsday heist? Do I need a facility?
I believe so.
Alright, didn't you need an office building?
That's for the other heist. The first ones.
Where the fuck is this? What?
There's purple shit right here, Arthur.
Bitch, I gotta go. What about you?
Oh, he trash. He trash with it. Should log
How
on to
the
his
fuck
account
do
right
we
now.
get
And boot his
there?
ass offline.
You went the wrong way.
No, we didn't.
We kinda did.
Not with that attitude, we didn't. Yeah, I guess it is important. We are playing Apex as well, so I guess we could talk about the game too. Goddamn. Yes, sir.
Because I don't play it enough.
Damn, we already got the next screen, John.
Alright, well,
GTA
They're
is becoming
fucking dead. I have 6 kills. I'm
you
killed.
said what?
Oh my god.
feels like we could
Fill
talk
up,
about
boy.
the game. And I said, I don't really have a problem
John,
with
we're
Shit
it.
little-
hurts.
I don't play it that
Oh,
much.
fuck.
But GTA is becoming pay to win. 2K, they don't care about the community.
What's in
Madden
here?
is, I don't know, Madden is just.
See, I told you it didn't matter. I get one, John.
And Fortnite, I just hate all them tryhards.
It's either literally now or never.
So it look like we playing FIFA.
People that's EA too, so
Fuck, 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 fuck. And I don't have any more healables. Thank God he suffers.
I got you.
And I don't have no healables, period.
I got a minute and 30 to get out of there.
You watching? Oh, you on the stream. Big dumbass nigga. Oh, I ain't never seen her do that. That's crazy.
What?
She set her gun down on the ground to drop the thing. Like, she set
Oh,
it on
yeah.
the hip. He had a peacekeeper. He's a sweat. I told y'all he was.
Alright, Mo.
They're fighting over here, John. So we're just gonna get to the circle. Cause John's been stealing all my kills. How much would it bet I got more damage to him?
You don't.
Oh God, I know.
Congratulations,
I've
yo.
literally
All
got.
you
I've literally
did
gunned
was
down most people.
deposited it to your account. See, Hank?
Oh, John on me. Right here in front of me.
That us?
Yeah, that was a lifeline. I don't know where that bitch went. She over here.
Friend, did you fart?
Oh, John, why would you do that? Oh no, they're
Now
behind
stop
us.
blaming that dog all the time. You know it's you.
He did fart. Now, if I farted, we would have heard it. He farted.
Dip, Evan, dip. When you were in a bad
He
spot.
just farted in his sleep, Kiya.
That happens.
Evan, I said come this way. You're in a bad spot.
Bitch, I'm good.
Alright. Cause your teammates right
Josh
behind
said,
you.
alright.
That means he ain't coming to help.
Oh shit, Evan, the storm. Run. I told you to come. Look at you.
I'm
You are
dead now.
getting drilled. You are getting drilled. I
dead
told
now.
your ass to come.
Now he getting hit with them bullets. Oh, and now he in the storm.
I'm dead.
Running and
Yes, sir.
running.
Yes,
You're
sir.
octane out that bitch. Oh my
I-
god, Evan, what did I say? I was trying to help you.
Shoot. I just like
Hard-headed ass.
crashed my
Well.
bird.
Yes.
Hey, Tony Mathis.
He gone now.
Oh, well, sorry, Tony Mathis. Damn, this nigga gonna run past me. He ain't gonna confirm the kill, bitch ass nigga.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What did I do to you?
Well,
This oppressor just blew up my car.
you tell me to join something like that.
The hell did I do to you? I'm not even coming to mess with y'all, bruh.
Oh, I got tagged
Yeah.
by everybody. No cap, no
Like,
kizzy.
oh my mother, I was just going to my arcade.
So now we're gonna watch my friend John carry me per usual. I want to see how much damage you got, bitch. Yeah, so I don't think there's much more to talk about gender roles. Or gender roles, excuse me. I keep on using the incorrect.
I'm not gonna lie, that whole topic gives me headaches.
I feel like it's such a, I feel because it's created as such taboo and something that is like wrong and that, and instead of, because we don't have the power of language to discuss it. Good shit, John. Since we don't have the power to discuss it, or the language to discuss it, people just like ward it off and say, "Oh, I'll get it later" or shit like that, and it's like it. I don't know. It just that's like a very unproductive way to
You got a
talk
piece
about
of
it.
you sweat.
He's gonna use it too. That's the bitch. Damn, that would have been lit. Good shit, John. Carry me, love.
How are those shots not hitting me?
I know, and then I'm seeing it, and I ain't watching the live stream. She took the portal. No, she didn't. You don't have a big one?
Sorry, you could join me. It's 11 people in here.
Alright.
9.
Yeah. So, and because of like we don't have the power of language to discuss it, like people just continue to be like, oh no, I don't have to worry about that. And then thus doing that, that just further pushes it up, sweeps shit up under the rug, and then it also like kind of like demeans like a whole like group of people because it's like, oh, you're not important enough for me to like talk about, or like we're not going to discuss the issue that still affects you every day, and we're not gonna have those conversations to further educate people to have a better understanding of what it is and how we should go about discussing it and how these people are viewed. because when we stay silent, we're part of the problem, you know. So it's just, oh. But I think we should change subjects. I think we're gonna change subjects, guys. What else do we want to discuss while we play Apex Champions? La la la. Where'd Shimani go?
I don't know. I'm trying to find non-copyrighted music because I need some type of background music in my life.
Just type in non-copyrighted music.
That's what I did.
But
I
it's gonna
thought
be
this shit
on.
was gonna hurt me.
What?
Or play,
Slava
go
looking
to
Oh no.
Leo on the beat. Go to Leo's YouTube page and play his tracks that he got on there.
I do electric remixes of the songs you like because those are almost always non-copyrighted. Cause they are fucking.
Electric.
Yeah, it's like how it sounds like electric beat, but it'll be like them repeating the same thing like 500
What's
times.
Leo's, which one is his?
Oh my god. So,
No,
you
it's
know,
not that one. Like Leo on the beat, and it's a picture of him.
so you know TLC, them bitches. What My Strange Addiction. What is one weird thing that you guys like are strangely addicted to? Like my friend Daisha, I think her name was, something like that. She like eating cornstarch powder. Laser his shit, friend. Good, John, carry me.
Word, right, Kara? Leo on.
Hurry up, reload your weapons, John.
Yeah, like 18 subs. It's hold on, here it is.
Not popping up.
A Phoenix kit. You ain't got no med kit.
Young boy dropped a song yesterday. Oh man.
It sounds very. You didn't see? I put it on my story. It gives you an old R&B vibe.
Leo.
I'm about to send it to you, Mo.
What else was I going to say? Yeah, but is there any strange addiction that you guys have had, or like strange little thing that was like not normal?
After I clean my room,
I eat ice more than I eat food.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just because you have low iron.
Yeah, that's.
No, I do it too, and I ain't got to load nothing.
Well, maybe just like eating ice. But I want y'all to know y'all are fucking up your teeth, so I highly suggest you stop. So when you got braces, and that's counterproductive because you're.
There's a bigger addiction than smoking cigarettes.
That's literally my strange addiction. Wow, your mind.
Smoking cigarettes?
You smoke cigarettes? Hello?
No,
I said that's literally.
ice is a harder addiction to break than smoking cigarettes.
I don't know that to be true, but for you it may be. If you feel like that you're that strongly addicted. John, who are you pinging it to?
Myself.
Don't go in there. Stay right on the outskirts.
No, don't you have AirPods?
What? How do you have
Damn.
so much ammo?
He probably had a Spitfire. Oh,
So
and that
who
was
that?
the
That's what I'm trying to
That was
find.
me. That was TikTok.
Try it, motherfucker. Try it. Try it, motherfucker. Come on, bitch. Try it. Try it. Try it.
You had more
Alright,
you had more
guys.
damage to me now, probably. No, you did. You did well.
I don't know why I can't find his YouTube on my.
No,
That
I'm
bitch-
not getting off Apex.
I sent it to you, Mo.
No, I'm talking about
Alright, guys.
my
That's it
laptop.
for the stream on my part.
I guess.
If you guys. Oh.
What are we doing?
As I say,
We just
if
done?
they want to finish watching, they can slide to Evan and Kiya. And they
Are
gonna
we
have
done
great content.
streaming?
I am. I'm about to get back on TK.
Oh, well,
Go to bed.
I'm
Ka-
should
Took his
go to bed,
move.
but I'm
Send him.
not.
no, Kaya's gonna get on GTA, right?
You need to go to bed.